This program is sponsored by Dave Stahl.
Air on. Power on.
It's time to take your place on the starting grid and get ready for Racer Radio. Your host, Dave Stahl, about to take you for a white-knuckled lap around the motorsports industry, covering everything from top-notch national drivers and crew chiefs right down to your local kid racers and racetracks. Watch for the apex, because here comes Racer Radio with Dave Stahl.
Folks, welcome to Racer Radio right here on FM 96.1 AM 1170.
The Answer.
All right, Brittany, my dear, how are you?
I'm well, thank you, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So I see you got a little hot shoe in the house.
Yeah, we both call Verona our home track. Mm-hmm. We both like to race, and we like to travel and race. Mm-hmm. We got to pit next to each other 2018 season. I got to know her a little bit better, and I figured our listeners should get to know her a little better. This girl's been at 5 different tracks just this season, so she's got a lot of racing under her belt. Please,
and her name is
Kelly Weitzel.
Hey, Kelly, how you doing?
Good.
You wish you'd be racing instead of sitting here talking to us?
Yeah.
I had a sneaky feeling.
Well, wait. Didn't she say she could have, but she chose?
We were supposed to race today in Campo. But she wanted to be on the radio.
So talk to me about Campo, because I have not. Everybody keeps. What kind of a track is it?
It's a flat track like Verona.
Dirt.
It's smooth. It's fast. They do a lot of go-karts there and motorcycles.
Dirt carts.
Go-karts.
Yeah, but they're dirt.
Yeah, dirt.
Yeah.
Lots of dirt out there, Dave.
Go.
I want to go out there because they do flat track. I've seen quads out there.
You know where it's at?
Campo, but I don't know exactly.
By the Railroad Museum.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the Railroad Museum, the Truck Museum.
Yeah, it's right up the street, into the road from that. When you get off the 94 to the train place, you just stay to the right and just follow it all the way out.
Oh.
I heard it's really laid back, really family oriented. Joe Stedman, Smokin' Joe, who we had on about a month ago, went out there to do his first flat track race.
Yeah.
And he showed up. He's older gentleman. He said people just walked right up and said, would you like us to help you get your motorcycle out of your car?
It doesn't look like you can lift it.
Yeah, and he said they were so friendly there and felt comfortable instantly. I've heard good things, and they've been open a lot during this COVID. It sounds like they got a lot of racing.
So what did you race out there, Kelly?
Yeah,
my mini dwarf.
Okay, so you've not been in a go-kart yet?
No.
Why would you want that when you got a mini dwarf?
Have you been in a go-kart?
Right? Oh, huh?
Hey.
We got mini dwarfs,
Hey.
huh? Hey. I just
you
got a fist
been
pump.
Have you been in a go-kart?
No, I won't knock anything, I suppose, till I try
Until
it. But we're dwarf car chicks.
But
another fist pump.
Until you've been in a go-kart, you can't say that.
Oh, but
So get your foot fixed.
Right.
And I'm telling you, karting is a hoot.
She drove a go-kart in Fontana last year for some practice stuff.
Oh, yeah, at the asphalt, their asphalt track up there?
Yeah. Then she had a chance to race a go-kart at Campo a couple months ago, but she decided not to. And she would have been the easiest $300 that day.
Because she would have cleaned their clock.
Well, incidents happen on the track, and people break down and stop. And if she would have been the last one, she would have got $300.
Through attrition.
It was, hey, I'll give you $100 if you go out there and you win, to try to get her to go. And she's like, nope. Then that race came and gone, and it was like, you should have just went out there, because all you do is go around the track and win.
Wow.
But would have won.
Would Dad let you keep the money?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Maybe go right back into your car.
So are you getting ready for 2021?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she still has another race this season.
Where are you going?
Campo.
No.
Cocopah.
Next week.
Yeah, she's still racing. She's still got a 2020 season. This
so how long
girl's
does it
been
take
busy.
for you to drive out to Campo? To Cocopah? Couple hours?
About 2.5.
That's not bad. Well, you just sit in the back seat
nap.
and sleep.
Yeah.
Watch videos.
Because you're just a professional driver, so they take you everywhere you want to go, right?
Do you work on your car? What do you do? What do you do?
The easy stuff.
Well, it's easy to you. It might not be easy to someone else. What do you do?
Might not be easy to Brittany. Because you don't work on your car, do you?
I do most of it.
Oh.
Yep, I do. I do a lot. That's what Steve always comes out. You must love it. You're in this garage all the time. I do just about everything, and I put little blue stickers on the things where I'm like, Dad,
Oh, just a
can you
double
help
check.
me with this?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, what do you
So
do?
how long you been racing? Or how old are you first off? How old?
9.
How long you been racing?
I'm ending my 4th season.
Okay.
Lots of experience.
So you plan to keep doing it and doing it and doing it?
Mhm.
Go faster, bigger cars?
Mhm.
So does she have to go up to Masters? Do you have to go to
She's
mini
in
dwarf?
Masters.
Oh, 9 is
think she-
Masters.
yeah, I think she-
okay,
Yeah,
9
5 to 8 is
5 to 8 sportsmen, then
Got it.
9 to 13
So this-
Masters.
Okay.
first year as a mini dwarf Masters driver.
Did your car change any to become a master? Does the car itself change?
No, not the car, just the motor.
Okay,
Oh,
so they
so
do
something
change
does.
the motor.
Yeah.
Just bumps it up.
Right.
Instead of going, 40 miles an hour, now she can go.
Yeah, it's about 5 miles an hour faster than
Okay.
it's not much of a difference
Yeah.
because the rules are for the stock for the sealed motor is pretty big already because with the flywheel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to change the cam to make it, roughly 12 horsepower out of a 6.5 horsepower motor.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So next week, I want to know, is it like 2 days of racing? 1 day? Is it worth
The big cars will be 2 days, and then the kids will be racing on Saturday.
Saturday, you're going racing.
Yeah. Do you have to get up
Yeah.
early?
No.
Good. You don't like getting up early, do you?
Nope.
I remember that from TV. You were not a happy camper having to come in at dark 30. I remember.
The
I
rest of our
remember.
family in the back seat here, they're
Yeah,
giggling.
they're all chuckling too. Mom and her brother, they're all going, "Yep, she doesn't like getting up early."
But you like racing. It's worth it, right?
So, who are your sponsors? You got any sponsors on this car?
Yep.
Who you got?
Bike Bandit, Victory Graphics, Elvac, Evan Doors and Gate, Elite Blancos, Maxima, Eskimo Radios, Quality Powder Coat, my dad, Ben Irie, and Piston Peaks.
Very
wow,
good.
that's a long list.
I got to chase Victory. He hasn't got my stickers yet.
Oh, Kevin, he's been busy racing a new division.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a dwarf car driver anymore. He's driving a lightning sprint or
Lightning
something.
Sprint. I think he went to. He had a beautiful little Lightning Sprint.
Yeah, he's been doing a decent amount of racing for a COVID season.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to drive, you can make it happen.
Yes.
Got to travel to the tracks that are open.
Yeah, that they're open, and that's really what it is in a nutshell.
That's
So-
cool. Cocoa Paw's open.
So now you've been driving all kinds of different racetracks, right?
Yep.
Is Verona still your favorite,
Mm,
or what's your favorite now?
kind of.
Kinda, if they pay you. I was like kidding.
So which one's your favorite track?
Cocoa Paw.
Yeah.
That
I-
came quick. There's got to be a
Well, I
reason
hear a
why.
lot- Why do you like Cocoa Paw?
Are they the same size?
It's roughly
what
the
is
same
it?
size.
What is the size? Oh, sorry.
Overall size, I don't know.
3/8?
Probably.
No,
that's
that's way
the big
too big.
track. The
I
little
mean
the
the
little
junior.
track is
Oh,
there's
An
13-second lap times.
Okay.
That's their Verona's probably 150 feet long or so, maybe
Yeah.
80 feet wide or something.
gotcha.
So are they
Rough number.
all about the same?
Yeah, they're all roughly.
Yeah. All right. Well, you haven't got your Cocoa Paw shirt on, so that's a good thing.
About how many other drivers might she be up against next week?
It depends on who shows.
Kokopah
it.
usually has a lot of turnout, so I think 2 weeks ago, I think there was 11 cars.
Oh wow.
Do you like that? More competition?
Or would you have less cars? What would you like to see? More or less cars on the track?
Less.
Yeah.
Better chance of winning, huh? All right, let's take a quick break. When we get back, there's a whole lot more right here on FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The answer.
All right, we got Brittany in the house. How you doing, kid?
I'm well, thank you.
Who are
And
your guests?
I got Kelly and her crew chief, Kelly.
Is that a Kelly? He's a Kelly?
Kelly and Kelly.
Kelly and Kelly.
The Kelly show?
Kelly Square today.
Kelly's.
Yes. So, before we went on air, I heard a little something that maybe Kelly, sorry to the family in the back seat here to bring this up because it can't be easy. Kelly, you've gone over? You've had some crashes?
Mm-hmm.
And you're okay with it, right?
Yep.
Yep. You got back up on that horse?
Mm-hmm.
You got back in the car, got back in behind the wheel? anytime I do something like that, I try to learn something. Was there something to be learned from that, or was it just like there was a cluster in front of her and there was nowhere to go?
The latest one was just on a practice day.
Latest one. Whoa, okay.
How many times have you been upside down? How many times?
It's not.
4.
4 times.
Well, it's good she has a memory. Sometimes we hit our heads. 4
yeah,
times.
but she's wearing good safety gear.
That's true.
So this last one that you got upside down on, do you know why you got upside down? As she looks to her crew chief. No?
But you were saying it's not as bad as you thought it would be.
And by the way, dead silence on radio doesn't work. You have to talk because nobody can see you.
She was talking fine when we were walking up. Well, I was hopping up, but
yeah. So are you out there by yourself or are you with other cars?
By myself.
Okay,
That's
so you were
nice.
practicing and probably hit a rut.
Yeah, those things bounce. It's so funny. The rear end's boing, boing, boing,
Well,
boing, boing.
there's not a lot of suspension in that car.
Only in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made a deal with the guys in Pahrump, so I put in her sealed motor so we could race out there for it to be semi-legal.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to Verona for a practice day, and they did 4 10-lap sessions, and then on her 10th lap, or her 8th or 9th lap of the 4th part of the session, full throttle, when the turn just hit a little lip and still full throttle and barrel rolled and took the rear end out of the car and
gave you a
Well,
job.
you didn't
gave me
want
something to do.
You didn't want it anyway. Get rid of it.
Right. And gave me a lot of work because the following week we had to go to Pahrump.
Yeah. So mom is sitting away from the microphone, but I'm looking at the expression
I
on
know,
her face.
that's why I almost didn't bring it up, but I'm proud of you, Kelly, for getting back in. That's
Did it scare
not
you?
everybody does that.
Did it scare you?
Yeah.
But it went away? Because you've been out
Yeah.
since, right?
Yes.
You've been out driving since?
Mhm.
Okay. Don't
Yeah,
shake your head.
She'll
you
go
have to
back.
say yes.
It happens. It's part of what happens. And, my dad always practices, go out again, go out again, go out again. And it's like sometimes I'm so tired. So I don't know if that could have been it, because there's times where I'm like, if I go out one more time, I might not make it all the way around.
Yeah. Her car had to be carried back to the trailer because it couldn't roll.
Yeah,
But
'cause
she
you
didn't have to
a
be
rear end.
carried, right?
Yeah. No, she was fine.
There
Well,
we go.
you guys, I mean, when you've got little 9-year-old kids racing, the safety is more important than winning the race.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking helmets, driving
Helmet,
suits.
the seat's the most important.
Right.
Having an actual full containment seat versus some seats have small sides and they put the heads on, but the full containment seats, you got the ribs and the shoulders and the head, locks you in there pretty good.
Does
So
feel
because
good.
she's so small, I mean, do you have to have those? Are those seats special built for kids her size?
No, that's just got a regular 12-inch seat, which is adjustable, 3
Okay.
inches.
Oh,
Except
cool.
for I had to shorten it another 3 inches and re-drill it and cut some things to make it
So it would.
for the seat belts to go through, and because she's so small.
I
Yeah.
can relate. I have a youth seat in my car.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, when I bought mine, I gave it over to Darren Brent, one of the B&B guys. And he put in it something because I needed to order a youth seat. Keeps me from eating that second cupcake.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and it's getting her positioned in the car properly where she can
Correct.
see out of it.
Seat belt angle, and
Right.
then she's got a next gen, so head restraint to keep her head from hitting
Oh,
the
she
steering
does
wheel.
have a
Yep.
head and neck device?
Is that
Yes.
required for the junior
No,
masters?
but
I mean, why not?
right, exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
why would you cheap out on something like that? And a donut, I'm not a donut fan, one that goes underneath the helmet.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
not a
that's-
fan of that.
We had that for the beginning, then finally we got the next gen, which is way safer because
Right.
if you look at it, you could go, is your daughter worth
Yeah.
$300 or is she
Right.
worth $20?
Right. Exactly. You
So-
hit it right on the head.
Right, and even with the seat, a $600 seat or a $100 seat.
Right. Yeah. What do you want?
Yeah, that's not where you want to skim.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, she flips and she's
Gets
been
right
over.
back up.
She's been over a few times.
Did you
Okay.
see all of them, Mom? Most of them, she
Yeah,
said.
More than she cared to.
Yeah.
The one.
I feel comfortable because I feel she's safe.
Yeah, exactly. How many times you been over?
Not yet. I've heard it's not a matter of if, but when.
When.
I've done everything else. T-bone, head-on, wall, major air.
So, Kelly, you can
Everything
teach
but
her
that.
all about when she gets upside
I've seen
down. huh?
plenty.
Yeah.
I've
Yep.
seen them fly over me, barrel roll over me. I've seen everything. And nothing was as scary as I thought it would be. But for me, in the middle of a kind of an epic crashes that I've been in, time seems to slow down. I don't know if that sounds weird. I've talked
No,
to other
that's
drivers.
true.
It's like that. It's crazy. Time really slows down, and it's never been as bad as I thought it would be.
Right.
But
if you've
don't
seen
wanna
it
go
on
over it.
video, it might be a different
Yeah.
situation
Yeah.
altogether.
or through the lens of my mother's eyes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
I just try to put the thumb out the window. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Right. That's all you can do.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
need to do that too, Callie. If you're okay, get
well,
one
you
of
gotta
those
let,
thumbs
yeah,
out
you gotta
there.
let mom and dad know that you're still in good
Yeah.
shape and ready to go out and do it again.
I want to know
Yeah,
about Oh, go ahead.
Her last one about a month and a half ago, Kokopah, her car was still in good shape, but she decided to sit the heat race out after because it was during the heat race. And then she went back in for the main, and I think she got 5th.
All right.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes your bell gets rung. My bell's been rung a
Mhm.
couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and at her age, that's something you got to really be concerned about too.
Yeah. Start
you know. So
collecting those.
you're gonna have to start putting rubber pads on top of the car, so
Yep.
it's a softer roll. It'll look like a bubble car.
She's not going to outgrow this car anytime soon, is she? I'm looking at a picture of it.
No,
probably not.
We're gonna after this next race this weekend, we're gonna lower the seat and get her because she's grown a little bit. So we're gonna readjust the seat and pedals and stuff to get her to fit for the next couple
Yeah.
of years.
Right.
'Cause right now,
You're-
because when she first started, she was only like barely 40 inches tall. So the seat, she's actually elevated in that car right now.
So you got to get
So
her now back.
I'm gonna
on
lower
the ground.
lower her down so we get
Uh-huh.
lower the center of gravity and
Yeah. You know who Dale Earnhardt is?
No.
He loves to sit low in the hole. His car, he always sat on the floor. I mean, as low as he could get it.
Oh, I'm elevated too. So we've talked about that.
yeah, you gotta see over the
My
steering
center,
wheel.
I have to be able to see out, but the center of gravity is then higher.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I move forward, and so I don't have as much rear end weight, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
have to adjust. Did you pick the color of your car? It's really pretty.
Yeah.
That's a nice cut.
What
What color
color
would
is
you
it?
color that?
Well,
Blue.
kind of
Baby
like
blue?
a teal.
Yeah.
It's kind of like on the movie Cars, Tow Mater when
Oh,
he was
yeah.
a brand new car. That's
Yeah.
the color of the chassis because originally I was going to make it like a tow truck hook on the back just for show, but have to take it off for racing. And then we ended up going with the patina look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all rusted out, and people will go, "How do you get your car so rusty?" Well, it's a wrap because aluminum doesn't rust.
Yeah, exactly. I have every die cast
Oh.
from the movie Cars.
Oh.
Every one of them hanging on my wall at my house. So it's close to 50 of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Along
I've
with-
got the full floor to ceiling cardboard cutouts in my garage of Mater and Lightning and Cozy Cones. Yeah, I got a little OCD going there, but that's another story.
Right.
So, all right. So you've been doing school from home?
Yes and no.
Been going in sometimes?
2 days a week.
Oh,
days a week. Where do you go?
lucky.
Where do you go to school?
Lindo Park.
Where?
Lindo Park.
Oh.
Lindo Park.
I don't know where Lindo
I don't
Lakeside.
either. Is that Lakeside? Yes. Lindo Lake, Lindo
Yeah,
Park.
right next to it.
is. The next Lindo Lake.
So that's nice. Twice a week you get to go in, see your friends.
Do they all know you race?
Half.
Half?
Have any of them come to see you race?
Or have you ever taken your car to school?
Nope.
But
Nope.
you're good about, you've been to the fair. Went to the Del Mar Fair, right, before?
Yes, last year, yeah.
Put it on display.
Mm-hmm. How about any car shows?
The El Cajon Car Show.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Well, didn't they have a night just for Barona? And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they used
So
to.
she won one of the nights with her car.
Oh, did
They
you?
got the little trophy that lit up or whatever.
How cool is that?
Very cool.
All right.
It's a nice looking car.
Absolutely. All right.
What's up with 20?
Yeah,
Why-
whose
why
number
number
is that?
20?
Is that your number, or is that just the number it had on it?
That's my number.
Is that your favorite number? Yeah. There you go, shaking your head again.
20 is a good number for Kelly.
Well, it's a really nice looking car. It's easy to
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah, that's true. That's
really
got to
like-
be good for mom.
I like that tow truck idea.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
really
that boom
cute.
on the back. That would be kind of cool.
Well, it's been fun getting to know more of the junior drivers and then watching them. You know,
Grow.
it's actually fun to watch their races.
Yeah, watch them grow.
Yep.
Because that's
Oh,
Yeah,
the key when you see them
absolutely.
get better and better.
I've seen that.
She's gone. When she first started, out of a 20-lap main event, she'd probably do 8 to 10 laps. She'd get lapped literally every lap, at least once, if not twice.
Yeah.
And now she's hanging out with some of the fastest kids in the, out with the guys out in Kokopah.
Yeah.
They're super
Oh.
fast, and especially at the Masters class now. The race pace is just so much greater than it was in the sports.
Yeah, because after that you join us adults. So
Yes.
So what's top speed for her right now?
About 40,
Yeah.
I think, around there.
Yeah, that's fast enough.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you're turning the whole time. Do you drift? Do you drift a little? Get that rear end around?
Mm-hmm.
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 On purpose? You like it?
Probably not on purpose. It just kind of happens when you turn, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just keeps coming out and around. All right, let's take a quick break. Well, we got Dad.
We got Dad.
Here she comes.
Oh, here she comes.
Well,
Excuse me, you walk out
Just-
on the radio show, but that's okay. You're doing
She's
just fine.
back and she's smiling.
She's always smiling. All right, so hi, Kelly. How are you? Pull that microphone.
Good.
All right, and your name is Kelly. What's your last name?
Weitzel.
All right, and how long you been racing?
I just ended my fourth year.
Okay, 4th year. Getting pretty good at it.
Was she third in championship points or something? There's a rumor out there.
Yep, she's third in Kokopah, and then last year she was third in Verona.
All right.
A fist pump, I was third too, 2018 at Verona,
Where are you?
which was a very competitive group of boys.
Well, it sounds like she's got a pretty good competitive group as
Yeah.
well.
Are there any other girls in Masters dwarf
Yeah.
car?
Yeah.
You have a name? No.
How many?
Just one.
Wait, oh,
She's
three
counting.
fingers.
That's
She
probably
got
4 or 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
4.
okay.
Wow, that's great.
There's a good down Kokopah. There's a good group of girls down there.
Are there? Yeah. Well, it's Kokopah. Really, I mean, what is the draw to Kokopah?
It's a nice facility. It's all concrete and
Yeah, it's really
like
nice.
a half, 3/8 or a half mile down the big
It's
track.
big.
Yeah, a lot of speed there for the big cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're right, the facility's nice. I think they even had 2 showers in the pit area.
The bathrooms and they got showers in the pits.
The grandstands are nice.
Yeah.
How
It's
fa-
not
and
too
it's about
far of a
2.5 hour drive.
Not 2.5 hours.
Is it right
It's
off
like
the
180 miles, 70 miles from
right off
like,
the
Oklahoma.
freeway?
Yeah, that's about 10 miles in from.
And there's a hotel
before the-
across the way and a casino
Yeah.
because that's how I got Steve out to watch my one national.
Yep.
I said, there's a casino across the street.
Kokopah Resort Casino.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. And they usually, from what everybody I mean, I haven't heard one negative about that track, and everybody loves to go out there and run.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that go.
Yeah.
So
So like,
we got a Winter Nationals coming up in January, then
out of Kokopah.
Kokopah, and then
So are they? How are they dealing with this COVID thing? I mean, are they able to work around it?
work around it with the mask and
Social
keep their
distancing.
social distancing.
Yeah, somehow they're working around it because
Because
for
they're putting
4
butts in the
years,
seat.
yeah,
That's for sure.
the Harvest Hustle was always out in Arizona, and they said we can't do it at Canyon. We're going to be at Kokopah this week.
Right. Yeah, I don't know the rules if it's 25% or whatever for the grandstands,
right.
but
Well, they're
everybody wears a
making
mask and everybody kind of spreads out and
Sure.
keeps keep everything safe
And
as
it's a big
possible.
enough. It's a big enough seating area to where you can
Yes.
spread out pretty good.
Yes. it's-
Kind of like Paris Auto Speedway.
Yeah.
Because Paris is really big on the west side of the track.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
is.
you can
Yeah.
really spread out.
Yeah, it's another nice
But I
one.
think Arizona's just doing things differently. My wife, she's going there next week for a dog show because Arizona's the only one that's doing dog shows.
Well, yeah, a lot of my students are going. They're like, I'll be absent on Friday because I have a tournament. There's soccer tournaments and softball tournaments.
Yeah.
There's one of my girls is in a lacrosse tournament right now, but not racing apparently at Canyon. You never know.
Right.
Might be closer to town or.
Yeah, well, it just, like I said, it just seems their whole mindset's different than here in California.
Shocking. Sorry,
Shocking.
sorry, born and raised here. Haven't.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
You and me both. All right, so that is your boy race?
No.
Motorcycles, wakeboarding, skateboarding,
Yeah, he just hangs out.
snowboarding.
Yeah, okay.
He's active. Moral support.
So he just never got the racing bug?
No. Not yet.
Yeah. That's cool.
Still young.
Yeah, no, it's
And he's 13, so at his age, he's gonna be just
Ooh, you're gonna have to
catching
join the
the
adults.
end of the one season or the car type.
Right.
Yeah.
Running out of age anyway, so.
yeah, exactly.
So maybe, if anything, a Pinto or a stock car.
Yeah, you never know.
But he likes his motorcycle. He made sure to tell me that.
Oh, he's into motorcycles. Well, you're a motorcycle girl.
Yeah, that's why I heard it. Maybe he wasn't saying it. Maybe it was a subliminal message, and I just
You know
heard
where,
it.
You know where you need to go for a road trip with the family, especially for motorcycles? It's called Dofo Winery up in
Well,
Temecula.
okay. It's
Oh,
21 and up, so.
No, you can go look at the motorcycles.
You know where you should take your kids? A winery.
What?
right.
You just do like I say and Google
Yeah.
it.
They'll be designated drivers.
They
Yeah,
got
eventually.
walls.
They just might not be old enough
They
to
got
drive.
walls and
It's
walls of
beautiful.
classic motorcycles.
It's just up in Temecula. It's
Over
gorgeous.
225 classic motorcycles on the wall, on the ground. They watch all the MotoGP. And I was thinking more for him than anything. And he can go see a lot of vintage, Italian. Isn't everything Italian?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a definite Italian. They are Italian that went through, I can't remember, like Venezuela. It was a weird way to get to the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could take kids to a winery.
Or not.
Well,
Long as they
I
don't-
didn't
long as they
say
don't
you're
drink.
going to go drinking. Good God almighty.
We take him to the casino. We just
Yeah.
can't. You just got to stay on the right colored carpet.
Exactly. But I'll bet you if you contacted the folks at Dofo, they would say, absolutely, you can bring the kids.
Yeah. hmm
And it's a history lesson.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like art. There's definitely art pieces. They have a wall.
Of motorcycles.
It's like 25 feet tall. All motorcycles are labeled what they are, the year. It's pretty cool.
And bikes you've never seen.
Yeah.
Because all of them are from Italy, I think, mainly, right?
A lot of them are. Not all of them.
The majority. I haven't been. You've been.
I've been. I went and saw the MotoGP there.
Yes, you
With
did.
my crew chief, with my papa. We went to a winery. You know why? We're both over 21.
That's right.
Barely. Barely.
Yeah, right.
Barely.
In your journey.
Why are you laughing?
She's
Why is she laughing?
That was a loud giggle.
Well, I think it has to do with that racing stripe you have.
My platinum hair.
Brittany's 21, just with 20 years of experience.
There you go. I like
I will
that.
take that because that just made me 41. So
Yeah.
I will take
You'll
that.
take that to the bank.
Yes,
Right.
yes. So back to Kelly,
Since we're almost
and not
over.
my age. I love the grill here. She has a grill here that has her initials. Where
It's
did that?
billet, aluminum, yeah.
That's cool looking.
Yeah.
I never even noticed that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a plasma cut it out and with her initials in it. Or my
Cool.
initials, whatever way you want to look at it.
Ah.
Yeah, because you're both Kellys.
I
Yeah.
like my initials because they're
Even the-
BS.
Even if you look at the back of the car, it has a cutout too with the
Mhm.
perforated metal with the inset.
Yeah.
How much
Okay,
work
cool.
does it take to keep that car running? A lot or none?
It just depends on her wreck,
Oh.
or her flip.
Oh.
But I mean, if she
for the
doesn't,
most
She's
part, we can
giggling again.
just nut and bolt it, and we got maintenance and clutch every race that make sure everything works and chain lubed and everything.
is it a wet or dry clutch?
Dry.
Dry. Okay.
We
so
have
it,
oh,
just
go ahead.
maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. Just if you just got down to it, but usually you see something else and you inspect it, and that takes.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the first thing I do. Everything off. Everything. Panels, tires, take it all off.
Yep.
Inspect.
Inspect.
Yeah.
Do you look at your car, Kelly,
Yeah,
from the seat, or do you actually look at it with your dad?
look at it with my dad.
Yeah, just in case, so he can
Yeah.
show you certain things. Say, see this?
One of these days you might have to travel out of town without him.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
Someday.
No, that's look at the whole family
Someday.
shaking their
I was-
head.
I had to do it. I was surprised. I
First
went to
you're-
Colorado
well,
and
yeah, but you're not 9 years
I
old.
said someday.
Well-
You're sending her to a winery, Dave.
Well, of
I'm
course I'm
sending her
sending
to
you
a
to
race.
winery. Absolutely.
I was at the Las Vegas for the World of Concrete, and then
I had my sister and my mom babysitting me.
And
The-
they know everything
her
about the car?
No,
And it took
So
Not really.
then you need to know.
yeah, Ryan O'Connor took the car
Oh, nice.
to the track for us because obviously I was out of town, and
Nice.
I got like 20 phone calls about her getting in the seat belt because they don't do the seat belts the way I put her in the seat
Oh,
belts.
yeah.
Or, you know,
That's
so
what
she
I'm
was out
talking
of,
about.
out
She's
of
gotta-
she was out of routine a little bit, so it
Yeah.
was a rough go around for that
I
one particular
understand.
weekend.
But you made it, huh?
She made it.
All
yeah.
right.
I was thinking about Ryan O'Connor earlier when I'd done everything except roll because he was my first mega crash my first year, head on, spun out right in front of me. Yes, my
And you
first.
thought you'd go say hi?
Well, it was my first concussion in the race car.
You actually got a concussion?
A little bit.
Little bit.
Little bit.
Which means it was a lot. Rang your bell.
It rang my bell. But then everyone came over and they said, let's fix this car so you can get back out there. Right? That's part
So-
of it.
And
So
you
you
probably said, where?
No, it was great because Ryan's front bumper was mangled. Like he took it off, threw it over, and we're like, well, that's better than mine. Can we have yours? And we put it on.
Because you
and-
had to have a bumper, right?
Yes, and we had Greg Goodwin came over and started welding. Kyle Dodd came over with wrenches. He's all, let's get to work. Like that's how it is.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
out wandering around.
No, I was sitting trying not to puke. That's why I know I had a little bit of a concussion. My bell was rung.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, it's been fun having you in. You're more than welcome to come back when you feel like it.
When you feel like talking.
Because you talk a lot. Holy mackerel. Right here on FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The answer.
This program is sponsored by Dave Stahl.